Yo, what's up, guys? So, I know this is a different topic than Minecraft, but basically, I'm thinking like how easy it is to make a robot that can walk and looks like Freddy Fazbear. If you think that one says here you go. One that looks like Freddy Fazbear. So let's just say this is normal human, right? So they like to wear these cool cosplays. Like I saw one of Springtrap. They wore a Springtrap suit very easily, very nice. Okay. So these engineers, if they can just think of some way to either make something like this or this, like the mimic from the Ruin DLC, but don't make it look like that, or maybe even Endoskeleton 2 from FNAF 2. If they just put that, okay, let's just say, the Endoskeleton. Let's just extend him like this. So he's probably going to be a little chunky, because of all this stuff. So he's probably about going to be 100 pounds at least. Just by the weight and the metal that needs to be used. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you just strap, like, let's say you have a Springtrap cosplay, okay? Here's an arm right here. It fits really well on here. But why don't you just take this apart like you normally would, and then just strap it on? Now, of course, you're gonna need like counterweights just where they can move. That's what putting weight on the feet is. If it's too top heavy, just make the legs like heavier. Now they might be really slow, but they'll still work. And if they somehow make it where, like, let's say this endo can do all that, that will be amazing. But not, and only thing like Ultron. Only Ultron can do it. And that's kind of, yeah. Now, see, they've already built a suit, but the proportions are horrible. Okay. That's the only reason why people don't like the movie. But, as you can see, let me just look this up. FNAF movie Endo. They use this. They used the skinny endos. They used this. Okay. I basically use that. Now, if you just made it where it's the Endo 2, like this guy, boom, he's much more stable, and the proportions can be put on correctly because there's more stable and more spots to attach the parts on. The only reason why they can't do it is because they're not good at making the things look good. And they also have to control it with a controller. Or they can use a thing called AI. Okay? They can use something like AI. Okay? Like Siri. Just just strap this in the head. Boom. All you have to do is, let's say, let's get the map. Okay. Let's get the FNAF map. Okay, here's the FNAF map. Get, like, Chica, for example. Make it where, no, I don't want to shrink this down a little. Hopefully y'all can still see that. But basically, just program a pathway, let it go like this, for example, like that. Tell them to do that. Now if they get interrupted, for example, like, let's say there's a kid, like her from the movie, I don't know her name, but basically, let's say there's a kid here. Now, let me add this up a little. Let's say you're talking to them, they'll be like, "Hi, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Time," and do all that programming stuff. Just do that. Make the Indo. It will probably cost a lot of money, but I mean, they did it like 30 years ago, and they had it in multiple locations. It's just they didn't have the movie. That's the only problem. And that's also going to cost a lot of resources, such as motors and pistons, which we don't currently have that much anymore, considering Trump. Guys, we're gonna stop trading with China. China. Oh, the economy's failing. What am I gonna do about it? I'm gonna say everything's okay. Oh, wait. Global warming? That's not a thing. The water's just rising. Oh. The floods in Texas. Oh, those aren't happening. Our market isn't crashing, though. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna talk anymore about it because I really don't want to get into any troubles. But basically, the only way that it can be really afforded is if certain companies come together to make them. But YouTubers, like Mr. Yeast, Mr. Yeast. People like Markiplier, okay? He could easily afford that. He could easily afford like 3 animatronics that I can unlock and stuff. But what I'm saying is, YouTubers already make these things, but for some reason, scientists can't make them. And the YouTubers that make them aren't even that smart. They just know how to do it. And I think that's gonna be this video. I'll talk more about it in a couple days or something. But yes, that will be the video. Hope y'all enjoyed me explaining how easy it is to make the animatronics walk, talk, move, yeah, everything. Bye.